22 Immutable Laws of Marketing, written by Ries and Jack Trout, is a seminal guide on the principles that govern the success and failure of marketing campaigns. This book distills decades of marketing experience into 22 succinct rules that are intended to help marketers understand the underlying truths of the field, avoid common pitfalls, and create more effective strategies. Chapter 1: The Law of Leadership. Being first in the market is better than having a better product. Consumers tend to remember the first entrant more easily. Chapter 2: The Law of the Category. If you can't be first in a category, create a new category where you can be first. This differentiation helps in creating a niche market. Chapter 3: The Law of the Mind. It's better to be first in the mind of the consumer than to be first in the marketplace. Perception is reality in marketing. Chapter 4: The Law of Perception. Marketing is not a battle of products but a battle of perceptions. Shaping consumer perceptions is crucial. Chapter 5: The Law of Focus. Own a word in the prospect's mind. A focused strategy on a single attribute can make a significant impact. Chapter 6: The Law of Exclusivity. Two companies cannot own the same word in the prospect's mind. One should avoid using the same strategies as competitors. Chapter 7: The Law of the Ladder. The strategy to use depends on which rung you occupy on the ladder of consumer perception. Your position determines your approach. Chapter 8: The Law of Duality. In the long run, every market becomes a two-horse race. Typically, the market narrows down to two major players. Chapter 9: The Law of the Opposite. If you're shooting for second place, your strategy is determined by the leader. Position yourself as the alternative. Chapter 10: The Law of Division. Over time, a category will divide and become two or more categories. Markets naturally fragment and evolve. Chapter 11: The Law of Perspective. Marketing effects take place over an extended period. Short-term strategies can have long-term consequences. Chapter 12: The Law of Line Extension. There's an irresistible pressure to extend the equity of a brand. However, overextension can dilute the brand and confuse consumers. Chapter 13: The Law of Sacrifice. You have to give up something to get something. Focus is achieved by sacrificing product line, target market, or constant change. Chapter 14: The Law of Attributes. For every attribute, there is an opposite, effective attribute. Differentiation is key, and attributes should be chosen strategically. Chapter 15: The Law of Candor. Admitting a negative can positively boost your credibility. Honesty about flaws can enhance a brand's authenticity. Chapter 16: The Law of Singularity. In each situation, only one move will produce substantial results. Focused, decisive actions are more effective than many small efforts. Chapter 17: The Law of Unpredictability. The future is unpredictable. Flexibility and adaptability are essential for long-term success. Chapter 18: The Law of Success. Success often leads to arrogance, and arrogance to failure. Staying humble and avoiding complacency is critical. Chapter 19: The Law of Failure. Failure is to be expected and accepted. Not every attempt will succeed, and it's important to handle failure constructively. Chapter 20: The Law of Hype. The situation is often the opposite of the way it appears in the press. Hype can be misleading and does not always reflect reality. Chapter 21: The law of acceleration. Successful programs are not built on fads but on trends. Sustainable growth comes from understanding and leveraging long-term trends. Chapter 22. The law of resources. Without adequate funding, an idea won't get off the ground. Financial resources are necessary to support marketing efforts. Please like and subscribe.